Well, if you're lucky, here. What's up, kids and kiddos? It's Silas, aka the Kid was here, aka the Kid. Y'all know this is something gonna be interesting here. The start of something new, or to the continuation of something that we all been waiting on. First and foremost, before we even get into the video, I genuinely, sincerely am sending you guys good energy, and I hope everyone is having a good day. I'm sending you good vibes, and I hope everyone continue to have a good day. And if you're not having a good day, I hope the day continues to get better and we learn from it. So let's get on ahead and jump into it, because I know y'all got a bunch of things to do. For those of you who don't know me, Silas, I'm an artist. I'm also a YouTuber, basically a content creator. I make music, I make videos, and I'm kind of funny, and I like education and using that information to become self-efficient and stuff like that. So many of my skills and talents are self-taught, that you'll actually start finding out the more you watch these videos and start learning more about me. At the end of the day, I'm always just trying to learn, get better. You're always growing, hence the kid. All right, so y'all, let's just go ahead and jump into it. The Grammys just happened last night. First and foremost, that's like one of those signs, like the reason why that's so big and important is because it's been last year, if we remember correctly, I think it was canceled. Yeah, like around this time, that's when COVID really started ramping up here in the United States, and then that's when everything just got shut the hell down. So, voice crack. It's interesting to start seeing one of these major events. We don't have Super Bowl and everything else, but as far as y'all know me, music industry, it's a signification that, okay, things are starting to open back up. And how we feel about that, we could probably discuss that in a different video. But nonetheless, though, with that being said, there were some dope nominations, like dope nominations. The nomination list this year was very, very intriguing, honestly. Intriguing. Wow, really. I believe I actually read a fact that this is the most female nominations too this year too, and I think that's really dope. I'm all for women empowerment. I'm all for women getting the recognition they deserve, so it's kind of cool to actually see like, oh, okay, yeah, women taking over the music game. There's a lot of things to get over, so we're going to go ahead and tackle some of the big names and some of the big things on the list, but we're also here going to give you a breakdown of what some of these categories, especially the big four, more on that later, and what these categories and awards actually mean. So Beyonce made history, again. What was it, 22 Grammys? That's insane. 22 Grammys? The Grammys last night was really a ladies' night, and I'm not opposed against that. Like, you have several of the ladies just taking home the big crowns. So before we even get into this, let's just go ahead and make the distinction of what the awards are. So the Grammys is very prestigious award, and as far as the music industry, it's like the Oscars in the movie industry. It's like, I mean, it's the awards, And so, no matter how people, whatever your opinion on that, we'll probably save that for a different video, or even at the end, my personal opinion on it. You still can't lie, a Grammy is a Grammy. Even if Kanye West done peed on his and Drake sipping champagne out of his, it's a Grammy, You worked hard for it. You can do whatever you want to with it. The three types of awards in the Grammys, there's what's called known as a special award. You also have the general field, and then of course you have the genre-specific awards. So let's just go ahead and start with the easy and stuff that is kind of self-explanatory and straightforward. The genre specifics. Alright, so that's exactly what it is. It's just basically winning an award in that genre. Music is very vast and diverse, and we all know there are different types of music, and depending on what you hone to. And so it's basically giving a recognition to that department of sound. Like, hey, here you're one of the best in this department. You're one of the best in this genre. And honestly, I believe the Grammys, it used to also be gender specific too with the genres, like best male pop performance, best female pop performance. But I think they stopped that 10 years ago in 2011. Oh my gosh, that was 10 years ago? Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Sorry, I almost had a early 20s life crisis. But yeah, back to it. They used to have genre specific and also even have gender specific genres including, and I'm not going to name all of them. I believe there is 31 genre categories. I know there's over 25 genre categories, so I'm not really go through all of them here at the Grammys, but I can just deal with the popular ones. So we know pop, rock, R&B, rap, country, alternative, jazz, gospel, Latin, comedy. Yeah, they even have comedy music, like best comedy album, even best music videos, best music for short films, best producer. Actually, there's a ton of them. If you want to check it out, just go ahead and go to the Grammys website. Actually, I'll drop it in the description box below. And with that being said, there are 84, I think around 84 awards for adding up for all these different categories. Some of these categories can have 2 or 3 awards for that category, All right, now let's go ahead and rank it up a second. We're going to get into the special awards. Ooh, my mic. All right, so the special awards, these awards are exactly what they entail. I'm not trying to, give you basic information, but they're special awards. Basically, these are awards that necessarily doesn't really entail over just the past singular year. It's mostly over a body of work over the past years. So let's say like this year, Selena, she won a Lifetime Achievement Award. And the Lifetime Achievement Award, I believe that is the pedestal the peak of the special awards, basically. And I don't know if there's a trend of it being posthumous, but it's not uncommon for that to happen. But it's basically saying during your career, you made a special or a major contribution to your genre, but also just music overall. So let's say like this year they did Salt and Pepper, Selena, Talking Heads. You got in the Beatles back in 2014, Earth, Wind and Fire in 2016. So basically it's just identifying that, hey, your body of work really made a difference. And the list of special awards are as such. So you have Lifetime Achievement, Grammy Legend Award, Trustees Award, the Grammy Hall of Fame, the Technical Grammy Award, and the Music Cares Person of the Year. So if you want to look more, like I said, if you want a more elaboration of what these awards are and define and what qualifies it's in that person receiving these awards, and it's multiple people, honestly. It's not just one person. It's multiple people. Go ahead and check it out at the link. I'll drop it below. Now, the next ones, we're going to rank it up one more time to the Big Four. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is what's called the Big Four in the Grammys, but also in the music industry. These 4 awards are the most prestigious awards known as far as like musicians. But there also is a slight distinction, and a lot of times people don't know what's the difference between which I'm going to explain that a little bit further too. So just to listen, the Big Four is Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Best New Artist. So let me go ahead and start with the easy one. Best New Artist is more so like Rookie of the Year. And it doesn't mean necessarily that this person is their first time making music. It's basically the first time they've been on the Grammys radar, basically. And they made the biggest punch through in music. Like, okay, this person like, hey, I'm here in the game now. And the person who won this year, Megan Thee Stallion, congrats and kudos to Megan, took home 3 Grammys. That's insane. 1 for her, 1 for her mom, and then 1 for her grandmother. Blessings, man. The next one is Song of the Year. And this one always just gets confused with Record of the Year, or some people don't know really the distinction of it. And so basically the distinction between the two is this. Song of the Year goes strictly to the songwriting team and the songwriter, or the songwriter and the songwriting team. This is basically celebrating how the song is written, how it's composed, the lyrics in it, and the melody of the song. Not necessarily how the song is performed. So take it like this. Let's say if I wrote a song for Beyonce called Lean On Me, you know, Lean On Me. And she sung that. Me and, I forget his name that quick, but he's with us. Me and the artist, so the songwriting team, we would get credit for songwriting. Most times you'll probably see the artist accept the award for it. And the reason why is that because a lot of times the artist usually wrote or helped wrote the song. And so, I mean, it's fitting for that artist to be on that. Does that make sense? So I guess the best way to kind of think of this is just kind of think of it as Songwriter of the Year, you know? So with that being said, Song of the Year, it went to I Can't Breathe, based on by her. The next big one, the second to biggest one, is the Record of the Year. Now, the Record of the Year is basically the recording of the sound. It's basically saying this record is performed so well at such a high level that this just moved. And a lot of times the Record of the Year is sometimes seen as the song that defined the year. It isn't always a complete 100% accurate, so most of the nominations in Record of the Year should be like those songs that were just like non-stop hits throughout the entire year. So the people who will get credit for this will be the producers, the engineer, so anyone who basically had their hand or touch on that specific music, they get that credit for it. I believe the person who won Record of the Year is Billie Eilish with Everything I Wanted. And it's amazing for Billie because that's the second time in a row, year 2. Second time in a row that she got Record of the Year. So that's big. Like last year's Bad Guy, this year's Everything I Wanted. So she is moving monuments and she's just 19. That's just dope, man. Like just dope. I mean, I'm only a few years older and I'm like, dang, man, I try to make good music like that. So it's basically the production, the beat, the vocals, the hook, how it's all just sound together in its composer. Record of the Year. And then the top award at the Grammys. This is the most prestigious award at the Grammys. It's basically the Album of the Year. This is basically the MVP of the Grammys. Saying from top to bottom, this is a complete project. It's usually one of those projects that will be like moving mountain in that year it's in. And that one went to Taylor Swift with Folklore, who also made history too. Beyonce, Taylor, they had the most nominations. Was it at 9? Well, it's just insane. Women dominated. It was definitely a women's night last night. And I'm all for it. Definitely all for it. It was definitely something cool to see. Megan with the 3 MVPs. Beyonce taking history. Taylor Swift, once again, reclaiming her independence of artistry and just dominating the sound waves. Billie at 19. And that's the thing is, each one of the major 4 categories was taken by a woman. So that's just like dope. I don't even think that has ever happened before either. Megan taking home those 3 Grammys, no matter how anybody feel about her, it has now cemented her as one of those, like, yeah, she's in the game. No matter what you say about her, you have to respect what she's doing and dominating. How she's just dominating not just like women's rap, not just rap and hip hop, but just dominating music, period. Especially as a black woman, and I'm all for that too. Grammy for her, her mama, and her grandmother. 3 of them. That's just beautiful, man. I intend on being nominated at the Grammys soon, in time. Hopefully I can win one or a couple. Up to you guys though. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Breakdown of the Grammys and also a little review of last night. So tell me, did y'all favorite artists take home any gold? Did they take home any jewelry? Do you feel like anybody got robbed? And if so, tell me who. Like seriously, I want to know, who do you feel got robbed? I'll give a little bit of my personal opinion. I feel, even though Roddy had like 6 nominations, I definitely feel like The Box definitely should have won an award. Maybe Record of the Year. I think it was nominated for Song of the Year, but still, like, because I don't even remember Roddy taking home anything. Last year, I believe Roddy Ricch, yeah, they definitely made some noise. Best rap performance with Beyonce and Megan. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I already knew that was going to get taken. I also feel like Pop Smoke definitely could have been in there. Only just because, like, just maybe probably potentially best new artist. I ain't even trying to take anything away from Megan like that. I'm just saying, like, the way Pop Smoke came into the game this year, or even Lil Baby, like, them two, very interesting. I don't know, it's just the way they just came in the game. That's just my personal opinion. I'm going to tell y'all what I just, give y'all my opinion. Tell me if you agree with it or not. Or tell me if you have a different opinion. As long as we're being respectful here, I'm all for it. Lastly, though, one person who I felt was actually slept on, The Weeknd. Like, The Weeknd not getting any type of award, or I don't even know if he got any nominations. That's just, like, so surprising to me. Siri, did The Weeknd get any nominations last night at the Grammy?
Okay, I found this on the web for did The Weeknd get any nominations last night at the Grammys?
Definitely probably going to make a video on that. But The Weeknd got snubbed, and it's definitely been confirmed that he submitted his songs for the Grammys, and he wasn't nominated for anything. That's crazy. Blinding Lights, Save Your Tears, the whole After Hours project, like, that stuff monumental. The music video, the storyline, I can get into another video. We can say that for another video, but that's just interesting. So it's like, Grammys definitely was a dope night, but it's still, the Grammys continues to lack knowledge of what is actual music. And I'm not snubbing anyone who won an award. Everyone who has been nominated, everyone who's been awarded, the winners, every last one of them are deserving on that. So that's not exactly what I'm saying. It's just, it's interesting. It's interesting. I actually want to know, how do we go about these qualifications, Especially in the black music culture, where it's like they feel the Grammys don't really appreciate the black music. That being said, I'm not going to get all into that. Just still a dope award session, and it was definitely a dope night. Did your favorite artist win? Did they not? Who got robbed? Who got snubbed? Was it all fair and accurate? Let me know. Drop some comments below. Let's start a conversation about this. I'm really honestly curious, because then that way I know what's the foundation for me getting a Grammy. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for today. Definitely got more videos coming. Got a lot more content coming. It's just about to be crazy now here on the channel. Last but not least, y'all make sure y'all keep grinding, stay humble, and spreading good vibes in the process. Let's get y'all next time. Kid was here.
Drop some people who had betrayed. Dollar dropping like it's confetti. Love to eat it like mom spaghetti. She like wild sex and that fun and sweaty. I swear you don't want me on that dumb and petty.